Now, here's what I don't like about President Donald Trump. That's right, folks, there's things I don't like. But why I still voted for him 2 times. Let me be very transparent, because some of you genuinely think Trump supporters believe the man is perfect, and we don't. And that he can do no wrong. He can. And that his supporters are in some kind of cult. We aren't. Some of us we're willing to admit something mature. You can support the president's policies and leadership without liking every part of their personality. And that Donald Trump falls in that 100%. So here it is. My personal list of things I highly dislike about Donald Trump. I hate how he uses the social media sometimes. I'm sorry, but the all caps, the impulsive postings, the unnecessary jabs, it feels like a 16-year-old with impulsive energy, right? And if you have a 16-year-old, you know what I'm talking about. And I wish he would learn this one simple skill. Sometimes the best move is to shut up, is to be quiet. Not everything needs to be said. Not every fire needs fuel. He can calm most situations down instantly if he stopped feeding the outrage machine. Now, I don't like his cockiness as well. The no one's ever done it before. Only I can do it. Nobody knew this until I said it. It gets annoying, folks, even for us. And trust me, it annoys many of us who support him too. I personally prefer facts over flexing. Tell me what's being done. Tell me what's coming. But the self-praise, I can do without it. I can't stand when he talks badly about people as well. Even when I agree with his criticism. Even when he's right. I don't like how long he drags it out. Call out what needs to be called out, but then move on. Now, with that said, here's why I still support Donald Trump, and I'm not ashamed of it. He's real. He's not rehearsed. Most politicians are polished and presidential. But folks, they're fake. It's always fake. Trump is raw, blunt, imperfect, but I believe him when he speaks. He doesn't read from a script written by donors and PR teams. And in a world full of performance politicians, I gotta say, for me, that's refreshing. He also answers questions and he doesn't hide. He doesn't dodge the press. He doesn't disappear for days on end. He doesn't need a teleprompter to breathe either. Even when reporters frame questions to trap him, he still answers. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes he's aggressive, sure. But honestly, I'd be frustrated too if the people weren't asking questions to get to the truth. They were only asking the questions to create, the next headline or a viral moment. And also, he does what he says he's going to do. This is why millions of people still support him. He's one of the rare politicians who usually follows through. Most candidates, we've heard it, they campaign on big promises, then magically can't deliver once elected. And that's we all know that. Trump delivers on what he ran on more consistently than any president I've seen in my lifetime. And that earns respect, even from people who don't like him. Now, he puts America first, period. You can hate his style, but the results speak for themselves. He fights for our borders, our economy, our energy, our sovereignty, our safety. He doesn't bend to global pressure. He doesn't apologize for America. He expects other countries to respect us again, and they are. And Americans are allowed to want that. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, I don't support Trump because I think he's perfect. I support him because I agree with his mission, his policies. America should protect its citizens, enforce its laws, and stop being run by weak, corrupt, career politicians who put everything else first. You can disagree, but stop pretending the only reason people support Trump is because we're brainwashed. That's ridiculous. Some of us simply look at the outcomes, and we chose a leader who fights for our country, faith, family, and freedom. Love him or hate him, it's your choice. But he gets the job done, unlike anyone before him. And you know what? You know it, and I know it. The Democrats want to have power. That's all they want. And the only way they can do that is to get you to hate Donald Trump. Don't fall for it. So that's it. Things I love about Donald Trump and things I hate about Donald Trump. It's like anybody else in life. But folks, don't fall for the left's trick to try and get you to hate Donald Trump, because that's all they have. Okay? Donald Trump might not be perfect, but we're all benefiting. We are all benefiting by his administration. You know, love him or hate him. Is it perfect? No. Can things be better? Of course. They can always be better. You know, the price of gas could always be lower. The price of food could always be lower. But just compare it to the last 4 years. Compare it to the last 4 years. And is that what you want to go back to? I don't think so. So God bless, my friends. Stay safe. Give me a follow. Give me a like. We're trying to grow this channel here. Just wanted to get this out there because, you know, we're not brainwashed people. We're not. I get Donald Trump. I understand the negatives and the positives. But there's more positives, folks. Don't let the media lie to you like they've been. It's just that simple. Take care.